going on, guys? Me, David Dick, our films here. Welcome back to another episode of NHL 17 New York Rangers franchise. I believe this is the fourth season. Yes, that is correct. This is the fourth season, and let's take a look at the lineups quickly. You got Artemi Panarin, Derek Stepan, Matt Zuccarello on your first line, followed by Chris Kreider, Mika Zibanejad, Evander Kane on the second, and then Brandon Pirri, JT Miller, and Kevin Hayes on the third, and Jesper Fast, Cedric Paquette, and Leo Komarov on the fourth line. Now defensively, we have Captain Ryan McDonough and Oscar Klefbom, Brady Ski, Mark Stahl, and then Brandon Guhle and Justin Schultz. And as for our goalie, we have the Iceman himself, Malcolm Subban. Hopefully he can step up this year, and Brandon Halverson earned the backup role. Next up, let's take a quick look at player morale, see who our leaders are. Brandon Pirri is a leader, obviously Ryan McDonough is, and Schultz and Paquette are both presences. And now for the captains and jerseys, Stepan's going to be an alternate, Stahl an alternate, and McDonough the captain. I cannot speak, never is able to speak. Anyway, right here we're going to take care of preseason and sim all the way up to our first game. We are going to be taking on the Flyers and then Penguins in the first week of preseason. Let's see what we can do here. But first, we have to get our scouting assignment done. So forwards for 6 weeks, and let's see what we can do here in preseason. So versus Philadelphia, 3-1 loss. Not a great way to start out. Now against the 0-1 Pittsburgh Penguins, we take a 5-4 loss. They pretty much just outshot us there. Versus the Islanders is where we pick up our first win. Versus the Columbus Blue Jackets. What does it say right here? Good class. That's always great, I guess. I don't know. Good class this year for drafting. 4-3 overtime loss against the Blue Jackets. 3-0 win against the Washington Capitals. Now at New Jersey, 2-1 shootout win. Versus Carolina here on October 7th. We are going to come away with a what? I don't know. Whole bunch of crap. I'm just going to press OK to. And we are going to take a 3-2 loss. So we have a 3-3-1 preseason record, which is not that hot. But now here versus Arizona is where we are going to start our season. Obviously, we're going to go all the way down to Thanksgiving, because normally by Thanksgiving, you can normally tell if you are a playoff team or not. Actually, we're going to send them to the Devils game, which we're going to play. But anyway, first game of the season, 3-0 loss to the Arizona Coyotes, and already it's not looking that good. 3-0 loss to Arizona Coyotes to start off the season is never a good thing. All right, I don't know what the heck just happened. Like, all that work in the offseason, and 3-0 just like that. What the heck? Versus Minnesota, now back-to-back games. We're going to take a 4-2 win against Minnesota. Now at St. Louis, we're going to pick up a 5-2 win. So our offense is on a tear the past 2 games. Going into Anaheim, we're going to come away with a 5-2 win. Our offense is on fire, over 4 goals per game, and that just keeps going on. 4-3 win against the Coyotes. We get our revenge. 5-1 loss against the Edmonton Oilers. They break our streak. Versus St. Louis here on October 29th. Ending out the month. Can we get it done here against them again? Yes, we do. 4-1 win. And yeah, we start off pretty strong. 5-2, that's great. Versus Toronto now. Back-to-back nights against Toronto and Colorado. We are going to beat Toronto 4-3 in a shootout victory. And now at Colorado, a 1-0 overtime win. And hey, even though it's 1-0, it's still a win. Actually, 3 points on the night. 2 for the win and 1 for the overtime, so I'm perfectly fine with that. Let's go back to our scouting assignment. We're going to do defensemen for 6 weeks and continue the simulation. 3 games in the later part of this week versus Edmonton. We're going to come up with a 4-2 win. At Florida, we're just on fire right now. 3-2 shootout win. We are on fire. 9-2. We are playing so good. Versus Colorado here on the 9th. And we are going to lose that one, so they sort of break our streak there. 2-1 loss to them. Versus New Jersey the following week, we're going to come away with a 3-1 win. Versus Washington on the 15th. We are going to get the job done, hopefully. I'm hoping. It's Washington. Ovechkin, no. They outpower us 6-2. And now here is the game that we are going to play. It is the New Jersey Devils, and we are at their hometown in New Jersey. Newark, New Jersey. I've actually been there in real life, and yeah, here we go here at the Prudential Center. This should be a pretty easy win. I don't think the Devils are this good this year. Yeah, they're 6-8-2. We're 10-4-0. We are on fire, and let's get this game underway. So right here it's gonna be Stepan versus Henrique, and Stepan's gonna win it back to Klefbom, and the game is underway. Right here now in the first period, it's gonna be shot by Zuccarello on goal, recovered by Adam Henrique across the right here across to Oshie, and it's long pass over to Palmieri. Palmieri fires one and he scores right over Malcolm Subban. That was an ugly goal. He didn't even have he shot it short side and still scored, and Malcolm Subban wishes he could have that one back. That was just not great defense at all, and not great goaltending, to be honest with you. Now right here, Stahl's going to fling one, recovered by Severson, who is pressured by Kreider. This is going to be over to Boucher, up to Perron. Centered right here to McLeod. He's trying to look for him. He's going to skate it low over to McLeod, and McLeod was right there. I saw him the whole way, right in the middle of our defense. No one picked him up. A great pass right there by Perron to McLeod, and Michael McLeod scores. And yeah, just not a great defensive play right there by the Rangers. There's nothing our goalie could have done. That's McLeod's 5th goal of the season. And now let's see what happens next. Here in the second period, this is going to be Panarin wheeling around over to Klefbom, who's going to get it intercepted by Palmieri. Palmieri is going to get tripped on the play by Stepan, and now it is going to be a New Jersey Devil power play. But here in our offensive zone, Zibanejad versus Zajac, and Zibanejad's going to win this one back to Schultz. Schultz flings one on net, and Schultz gets it in the back of the net to make this a 2-1 game with 15 minutes left to go in the second period. So we're not out of this game yet. We're still in this. Nice goal by Justin Schultz right there, and a nice shorthanded goal overall. Right here, this one is going to be recovered by Artemi Panarin, up to Derek Stepan, over to Matt Zuccarello. Zuccarello is going to step right between the defensemen, fire one right in the slot, and score. There's nothing Corey Schneider could have done there. Not great defense by the New Jersey Devils. Zuccarello, rather, with the nice footwork to get around the defenseman and find the open space. That's his 4th of the season. Right here is going to be won by Zuccarello, back to Klefbom. Dumped in by Klefbom around the boards into a scrap. It is going to be Panarin down into the corner, and it's going to be, or actually Stepan's going to recover it here. Wheels around, and he's going to fire one, and it's going to score almost in the exact same situation. All 3 of the Rangers' goals, they come down from 2-0. All 3 of their goals are right there, right in the middle, and that's where Schneider's getting beat right now. Derek Stepan records his 5th of the season. Now this faceoff is going to be won by Henrique, back to Holden. Over to Henrique, back to Chabot, who's going to lose it to Panarin. Panarin on the breakaway is going to fire it, and it's just a save. He barely got a pad on it. Great save right here. Panarin's going to lose it to Perron. Perron's going to twirl around, back to Boucher. Boucher is going to dump it in right here, right into a battle between Ski and McLeod. They're going to continue to fight here. McLeod's going to win the battle, however. Back to Severson, right to Merrill, and John Merrill with an absolute drive just blasted this one right past Malcolm Subban. I couldn't tell if there was traffic in front, but a great shot right there by John Merrill. What a drive. And now this one's going to be won by Miller, back to Stahl, pass to Perry. Perry's going to fling this one, and it's going to be blockered away. Here's going to be Kevin Hayes stepping in, fired, rebound, almost in. Oh my gosh, Perry was on the doorstep, and Hayes almost scored as well. Perry's going to fling this one between the 2 defensemen, recovered by Miller, who's going to get a shot on net. He's going to twirl around, back to Stahl. Stahl, a drive, and it's saved by Corey Schneider. Now here it's going to be up to Kreider. A long pass to Perry, and it's going to be a save by Schneider. What a great glove save right there. He initially didn't get the full save, but it doesn't matter. It's still a save. Anyway, here in overtime, long pass by McDonough up to Stepan. He's going to wait patiently. He's going to drive in. He's going to cut back up to the slot. He's going to skate around, fire, and score. Derek Stepan records an overtime goal to boost the Rangers past the New Jersey Devils. What a game. Back and forth action. The Rangers were down 2-0, came back to make it 3-2, then we're tied at 3-3, and in overtime get the job done. Nice pass by McDonough, nice skating by Stepan, and there's really nothing you could do about that. He drove in right past the defender, put the moves on him a bit, cut to the middle, and no one was there to say no to him, so he puts it right by Schneider for the overtime goal. And here are the stats of the game: 38 shots to 18. Wow, we really outshot them right there. We also had more time on attack. Derek Stepan, 2 goals and assists, is going to be your first star. Michael McLeod, 2 stars, a goal, assist, and a hit. And Panarin is going to be your 3rd star. So here at the Prudential Center, the New York Rangers are going to overcome the New Jersey Devils 4-3. Alright, back here at the calendar, we have just a little bit left to finish up. Just 2 games versus Nashville and versus San Jose, both home games, and hopefully we can go on a nice homestand here right before Thanksgiving and it's going to be versus the Predators. We're going to lose 2-1, but now against the Sharks on the 20th. Can we get the job done here? No, we cannot. So we lose 2-1, then 3-1. Which means our record is 11-6, which I do believe is good enough to be in the playoffs. Yes, that's right. We're in the 4th slot right now in the Metropolitan Division. It is, again, very, very, very tight. There's a lot of good teams in this division. It's going to be very hard. Goals for per game. We are, I don't see us. Oh man, we're below average. That's not that great. So that could always go up, but the season's still relatively new. So I mean, it's still very streaky right now. You got to get guys going into it, and our goals against per game has improved a lot since last year. We are in the top half, which is great. So our offense needs to improve just a little bit, and goals now Stepan with 6. Schultz with 5 on defense. Schultz has 5 goals. Hayes with 5, Zuccarello with 4, with Zibanejad with 4, and Leo Komarov with 3, Foss with 3. Now for assists, Panarin with 9, Zuccarello with 7, McDonough with 7, Zibanejad with 7, Miller with 7, and Stepan with 7. Now for points, Derek Stepan's going to lead the team with 13, Panarin with 11, Zibanejad with 11, and Zuccarello with 11, and Kevin Hayes with 9. Now the plus-minus for the defensemen. Let's take a look at this right here. Brendan Gooley is a +8. Schultz is a +5. Ski is a +3. Stahl is neutral. McDonough is a -4. And Klefbom is a -6. So our top defensive pair is not really doing that great, but the bottom guys are doing good. And that to the depth, it just shows the depth I'm trying to bring up in these young guys. Malcolm Subban's save percentages is a .915, which is terrific. He's playing perfect. If he could just continue that into the season, I think we are definitely a playoff team. Subban is playing on an elite level right now. And that's going to be the end of this episode, guys. Comment and subscribe. Remember, veggies, go to school. Dan Carr Films out. Peace!